Look at this custom mug I just made with my Cricut mug press. Cute, right? And the best part is, it's way easier than you think. Let me show you step by step on how I went from a plain white mug to this finished beauty. First off, I'm going to measure this 15-ounce coffee mug. It's 9.25 in width. And it's 4.15 in height. So here's the designs that I created in Canva. This goes on the bottom of the mug, and I'm going to ungroup it to show you the different elements that I created. And now I'm going to group it back together, and I'm going to scroll up to the top and do the wrap design first. I'm going to download it to my computer. I'm going to do this design first because both images are going to be created in two different design spaces. And this first design space is Silhouette Studios. Even though I don't have a Silhouette machine, I still use the Silhouette Studios when I am doing sublimation. So here I just uploaded my image. And the image that I downloaded was way too large. So I minimized the screen so I can downsize the image and make sure it's 9.25 by 4.15. So now I'm just going to fit the image back on the canvas. I zoomed back in so I can see it a little clearer. And now I'm going to flip the image horizontally, because when you're sublimating, you always want to flip your image horizontally. And now I'm just finding my printer and selecting the printer setting. And now I'm at my printer, and I got it sped up because it takes a little while using the printer setting that I got it set on. So now that we're back in Canva, I'm going to grab the second image and use a transparent background, and I'm going to download it. And then head over to Cricut Design Space. And now I'm going to upload the image that I downloaded to my computer from Canva. So here I'm going to select the image and hit continue. And apply and continue, and hit flat graphic and continue. And upload it to my blank canvas. And now that it's on my blank canvas, I'm going to unlock the image and go over and grab a square shape, because I am going to use the slice method. And now I'm going to click on the square and duplicate it. And I'm going to drag it over two of the circles. And I'm going to select the entire image and the square and hit slice. And then I'm going to delete all the black areas. And now I'm going to select the square and put it over the last circle. And now I'm going to slice the last image out and get rid of all the black. And if you want to see a more detailed video on slicing, I'll link the video in the top right corner for you to check out. So now you see me unlocking each image and sizing them to 2.15 in width and height. And now I'm going to select all of them and hit align and center them vertically. And I'm going to hit make. And now I'm going to hit continue so it can send to my printer. And I am using HTV Rock waterproof sticker paper. And this is how it looks printed out. Back in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to select printable sticker paper. And now I'm going to line the paper up on the mat. And use my roller to make sure the paper is locked in on the mat. And here's a little Cricut hack. I use magic tape on the registration lines because for some reason Cricut does not read the registration lines on glossy paper. And make sure it's matte tape instead of transparent. Transparent doesn't work. So this is me just putting the tape on each registration line. Yes, time consuming, but if you don't use it on the glossy paper, the glossy paper won't cut. Now that I am done, I am opening up the Cricut. Now I'm going to hit load and cut. Now the Cricut has to scan the image and read the registration lines. And now I'm going to speed up the video as it's cutting. Now it's all done. And so I'm just going to take my roller and cut off the extras that I don't need. And now I'm weeding out the excess paper that I don't need. So I'm going to flip the mat over and pull the stickers off. And now here is the A-Sub paper. I didn't use it in Cricut Design Space because I can cut it out by hand. So now I'm cutting off all the white parts of the paper so I can just have the image. Here I realized the 2.15 stickers were too small, so I made 2.50 stickers. So here I'm just gonna clean it off with my alcohol pads. You always wanna use a clean surface when you're using sublimation or stickers. Now I'm gonna use the lint roller to clean off the extra debris or hair that might have got attached to it. So I'm just lining up the paper and I'm using heat transfer tape. And make sure you pull the image airtight so you won't get ghosting. And since I'm using a Cricut heat press, I don't need to put tape around the top or the bottom. I'm just putting it on the sides to lock the image in place. Okay, now here is some butcher paper that I'm using to protect the ink from spilling over on my mug press. So I'm just cutting off the extras that's lapping over. And I don't have to put as much tape. I just need to put enough to hold the butcher paper in place. And now I'm going to cut off the extras around the top. So when the light turns green, that means I can go ahead and press my mug. You'll know when it's done when the lights at the top are fully lit and the machine beeps. That's the signal to lift the lever up and carefully remove the mug. The mug will be extremely hot when it comes out, so place it on a heat-resistant surface and let it cool before touching the design. But I let it sit for about 20 minutes before I actually started to peel off the paper. And now I'm just using my weeding tool to go ahead and cut the paper off. Some people like to dip it in water, but I don't do all that because it seems kind of messy. I just kind of play with it to get it off. And there we have it. Oh God, it is so cute. And it's not supposed to be a super vibrant image. It's supposed to look kind of matte like that. But it's a little ghosting on the side. But it's cool because this mug is mine. And now I'm going to peel off that one. I didn't know which one I was going to want. So now I just take the sticker and stick it on the bottom and get all the air bubbles out. And this is water resistant sticker paper. So it can get wet, but I wouldn't immerse it in water or put it in a dishwasher. I'll probably gently wash this mug. So there you have it. My cutesy coffee cup. So if you found this video very helpful or very unique, drop a green heart in the comments. And don't forget I got you a free craft startup checklist. So you can start making everything that I make and more. Oh yeah, and hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Thank you for watching.